Dear learners, welcome to Excel Power Tool series. In this video, we are going to learn how to work with the columns. To, to go with the practical, please download the files from the link given in the description box below. When you download the file, you will have this file called 205 Working with Columns. Now, let's double click on the file to open the file. Now, here we have been asked to create a budget. Now, the budget file which is given, first of all, let me make you understand the data which is given. So you will see a file called training budget. Let's open and understand the file first. So when we open this file, you will see in the training budget, the data is given something in this manner. So we have been given something known as cost center. Then we have some branch, department and cost center code which are residing in the same column. Then in the next column, we have quarterly budget. Then we have April spend. Then we have May spend. And then we have June spend. So if you see in this file, we have been given a budget that we need to load it over there. In the last video, we have created one budget for June spending. So in this file, we have to load this training budget. We have to make sure that June budget is over here. Then we need to find out the quarterly spending. So for April, May and June, what is the total spending? And then we are going to compare with the quarterly budget. If my quarter two spending is greater than budget, then it is overspending. So that is the file that we have to create it. That is a report basically that we need to create it. The file is training budget file. So let's load the file this first. Now, please open the file 205 working with columns. Now, to load an Excel file, we'll click on the data, then we will go to get data, then we'll go to from file, then we are going to click from Excel workbook. Let's select Excel workbook. Now, please navigate it to the folder where you have saved this file and let's click on training budget. Please select the training budget file and click on import. The moment you click on import, entire file will be loaded and you can see the one is budget sheet which is having full data and there is one table data which is budget one. So basically budget one which is in the table format, that is the data that we wanted. So we'll select the data, that will select the table and click on transform data. Now the first thing that we need to do is the transformation which we required it. So if you see in the last query, it is above enrollments. You see we have branch, we have department and we have days training and we have June spend. Now our job over here, let's first of all rename it's a budget. Let's remove one and click on budget. Now here we need to do some transformation. Since we want from this enrollment query, we want this June to come over here, so we need to do merge operation. But before merge operation we required a linking key. So if you see here we have branch and department, but if you see over here the branch and department, it is residing in the same column. So the first job that we are going to do is to split the column. So let's split the column first. Let's select on the cost center code and we'll go to home tab and we'll see the split column. And the first is we are going to split from the right hand side. So on the right hand side, the data pattern, it is the digits are there and below that we have text. So for that we are going to choose by non-digit to digit. So it will split the data from non-digit, that is text data, to the numeric data. Then again we have to split this column. So we have lowercase and here we have uppercase. So let's select the entire column. Let's click on split column and this time we are going to select lower to uppercase. So that will split the column. Now let's first of all rename the header. So let's double click on it and remember we have to give the same name which is there in the previous enrollment query that we have created. So this is branch. Let's rename this thing, double click on it and we'll rename it as a department and press enter. Again, this is my cost center code. So we'll write down cost center code. Now, remember, whenever we want to pull a data from the another query, make sure that the column, linking column, if you see branch and department, here also we have branch and department. Because a power query is a case sensitive language, we need to make sure that whatever case it is being used, whether it's a uppercase or lowercase is a proper case, then we need to match it. So if you see in the enrollments, we have a proper case, and in budget, we have lowercase in the branch and we have uppercase in the departments. So first of all, we'll arrange the data first. So let's select branch and department. Then we are going to format it. Let's click on transform, and there is transform format group, which is in the text column group. So let's select the format, and you will see the third option called capitalize each word. This is called a proper case. So let's select capitalize each word. So now you see this column and in the enrollments column, they both look same. Make sure it is a case sensitive language, so text must be exactly same. Now the next thing that we want is, from this enrollments, we want to pull only June spending in my budget sheet. So for that, I am going to use merge option. So first of all, be in the budget query, and let's go to home. And this time I am going to select merge option. Remember, I want to edit in the same query. So from the drop down, I'll select the first option called merge queries. Because I want to do the formatting in the same query. Now, which is my another query? So my second table is my enrollments, and I want all the data from the first table, and I want only matching rows from the second table. So I'm going to select left outer join. Just select left outer join, and then we need to give linking column. So first, let's select branch, press shift key and select branch. So this is my first level matching, and let's again press the shift key, select department and department. So you'll see 1 and 2 will be written. So here multi-group matching can be done, multi-column matching can be done. So first I am telling to the system that you match branch, and then you match department, and then you fetch all the data. So let's click on OK. So we'll see entire table will be fetched over here. Now let's expand it. Click on expansion symbol, and from all the columns I want only the June spent to be there, and I do not want original column name to be prefixed. I want only June spending to be written. So just select only June spent and click on OK. So you'll see wherever there is a matching data, you will see all the values will be pulled, and there where there are no match, it will return null. Now since we have to aggregate this three column, April plus May plus June, I do not want any null values to be there because null cannot be added. So what I am going to do is I am going to replace the null with the zero value, since this is a currency. So let's select April, press shift key and select June. Now I am going to replace, so let's go to home and click on replace values. Now in the replace values, I am going to type null, and I want to replace the null with the zero value. Since it is a numeric value, I am putting 0. Click on OK. Now, so null will be replaced by the 0. Now, the next thing that I want to do is I want to add April spend, May spend, and June spend. So I want the values to be summed, and I want to create a new column. So for that, I am going to click on add column. I will click on custom column, and I'll name quarter 2 spending. So Q2 spend. Now I am going to double click on the April, then I'm going to click on plus sign, then May, then again plus sign, and then June. Now don't click on again plus sign. Make sure no syntax error have been detected. That should be written. So I am telling to the system that I want April spend plus May spend plus June spend. You add it and give a column title Q2 spend. And let's click on OK. So you'll see a new column will be there called Q2 spend. Now I want to compare my Q2 spend with the budget with which is being given. So wherever my Q2 spending is greater than my quarterly spending, I want over budget to be written over there. I want to flag that thing. So for that we have a special column called conditional column. Let's go to add column, and you will see something known as conditional column. Let's click on conditional column. Now, here I am going to give a name called over budget. Now, I want to compare my quarter two spending. So just click on the drop down and select Q2 spend. The mathematical operator I will select is greater than. And you can write down the single value if it is there, but I want to compare with entire column. So I'll click on the drop down and I'll select column. From the drop down, I will select quarterly budget because I want to compare with the budget which is given. And wherever it is greater than, I want to flag it as a over. So make sure over is being flagged where it is there. And I do not want nothing to be written where it is under budget. So let's click on OK. So we'll see wherever my Q2 spending. So if you see my Q2 spending is 11,572 and the budget was 10,800. So you'll see it is being written over. So this is my conditional column. Now let's change the data type of it. So quarterly budget, it is my currency formatting. April spend, it's my currency formatting. May spend, that's my currency. June spend, that is also my currency. Q2 spend, that is my currency. Over budget, that is my text data. At the last, you always have to check for the data type. Data type must be correct. So this is the budget that I have done it. Let's click on home, close and load, close and load to. Since I have been asked to report in the A3 cell, I will select existing worksheet and I will select the E3 cell. So it will automatically reach in budget, exclamation, $A, $3 and click on OK. So now my budget will be loaded over here. So wherever it is over, it will be written over budget. Now, along with this, we have a query, which is an error. Let's double solve this error also. Let's double click on the evals. And this time we are just going to load the source file only. So let's click on call, click on browse and just click on Excel Advanced, click on import, click on OK. Just come to the last step and click on close and load. So an error will be removed and the file will be loaded from your system. Okay, so in this file we have solved the error as well as we have created a budget. We have also learned how to work with custom column and how to load the conditional column also. So this brings to the end of a advanced transformation techniques that we are learned in Power Query. In the next video, we are going to start with one another interesting thing that's called Power Pivot, and we are going to learn about DEX. So stay tuned. If you have liked my video, please hit the like button, do comment, share the videos with your colleague, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you for watching the video, and we'll see you in the next video. Thank you all.